Bill Gates' rabbit hole gets deep and dark pretty fast. And in this video, I'm going to try to uncover his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. And to understand who Bill Gates truly is, we have to understand his nature to begin with. You see, Bill Gates was born to William Henry Gates. And you might say that he's the father of eugenics. Now, I'm saying that for many reasons. His father served on the local and national board of directors for Planned Parenthood. And if you know anything about Planned Parenthood, it was not for the sake of averting pregnancies. It was literally made for population control. Founded by Margaret Sanger in the 1930s, this was primarily pushed to the black community so they can push abortions in the community. So with his father being on the national board of directors and believing in this mission to keep pushing abortion and lower the population, Bill Gates clearly doesn't have a respect for life. And after learning that he developed a close relationship with Jeffrey Epstein, we have to start pulling his morality into question. And the reason why this connection is questionable is because Epstein's actions are considered widely reprehensible. I mean, you know everything that Epstein was doing, from trafficking to solicitation to selling and being involved in all types of nefarious activities. I mean, the man was clearly a spy working for our best ally in their interest. I mean, the man was documenting all his crimes via video, email, text, and then using that as leverage for blackmail against all his targets. And with Bill Gates' family-friendly image, it really starts putting his ethics and his morals into perspective. These billionaires, philanthropists, the ultra-wealthy and upper echelon all have a secret agenda. I mean, you name it. Bill Ackman, Miriam Adelson, Jeffrey Epstein, Peter Thiel, the list goes on and on. One of the main goals of the elite is to lessen the population, depopulate the earth. And what better billionaire than the son of the man who knows everything about eliminating the population via Planned Parenthood? Now I'm about to start diving deep, so I need you to do me a favor, like this video, smash that subscribe button, and hype this video so we can keep pushing the channel and keep growing. And with Bill Gates learning from Planned Parenthood is that the things that people put into their bodies can help destabilize the population. And so he starts in 2013. He starts buying up all the farmland and a whole bunch of other brands. He bought 275,000 acres of farmland, and he also bought Beyond Meats and the Beyond brand in 2013 as well, which he sold off in 2019, if that makes any difference. But this is an interesting move because you don't want to be a cattle rancher or a dairy farmer, although you just bought 275,000 acres of land in America. That's a lot of fucking land. No, he buys the farmland to grow his vegetables, to push into the Beyond brand, to grow that over the top. But simultaneously, he's also selling the most potatoes to McDonald's. But it doesn't stop there. It moves forward. Now in 2015, he's meeting up with Epstein. And plenty of emails, he's been coordinating dinners and meetups and invites to certain meetings with the World Health Organization, etc. It even goes as far back as 2011 when Bill Gates was conversing with Epstein on how to get rid of all the poor people in the world. And this is actually confirmed via email in the Epstein file drops. A Hollywood director by the name of Barry Josephson was coordinating emails and texts with Epstein on how they can move forward with Bill Gates' plan on getting rid of all the poor people in the world.
First, we've got population. Now, the world today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%. But there we see
You see, Bill Gates has a fascination with monopolies. You see, back in 1998, Bill Gates was sued by the DOJ and 20 other states for claiming that Microsoft had a monopoly set up. So he moved away from tech monopolies and tried to monopolize the way that he's going to kill you. These are the demons that we live with. This is the world we're living in. Now, this is back in 2015, at least 4 years before COVID came into circulation. Bill Gates, in an email titled Preparing for Pandemics, wants to discuss how he's going to bring in the World Health Organization with Jeffrey Epstein and hoping that they can pull it off. On October 18th, 2019, right before COVID came, Bill and Melinda Gates went to the Johns Hopkins Center and put on a pre-COVID event. It was a high-level simulation that modeled a fictional COVID outbreak and how the world was going to respond to such a high-stress situation. By and large, you nor I even knew about COVID. So why would there be a fictional simulation to COVID before COVID even happened? That's like preparing for hantavirus, and no one's heard of hantavirus in 50-something years. What this is marketing for death. They're setting the scale and setting the stage for how we're all going to respond, for what they're going to unleash on us. And with the business of death going so swimmingly, Bill Gates gets further entrenched with Epstein. Because remember, he's a blackmailer first and he's a friend second. Between 2011 and up until Jeffrey's death in 2019, Bill Gates was doing a lot of nasty shit with him. Having affairs with other women up until the point where he caught an STI from a prostitute that Jeffrey brought to the island. Bill Gates went as far as trying to get medication for the STI that he just caught and slipping it into Melinda's food while she didn't notice. The degeneracy and the depravity followed him all along and is still with him to this day. Because the thing about these intelligence operations that you have to understand is that they're trying to uncover the deepest, darkest secrets of you that you don't want the world to know. Bill Gates doesn't portray himself as a degeneracy, but Jeffrey uncovers those sins in private and then uses it against him to push what he wants to push or our best allies want pushed. So now we have a sick psychopath billionaire running amok, not giving a fuck, and we're all left to deal with him. And if you didn't know, at least Ace knows. There's so much more to the billionaires and elites that run this world that I didn't get into. Please like, smash that subscribe button, and hype this video so I can keep going and bringing you guys more truth. And I'll see you in the next one.